lot of love don't come to stay. Actually, the closest thing to love is the fake. Okay, good thing about a bad day, it turned into another day. Taking life too serious, seriously take the fun away. Your problems go with you, how tough you try and run.
Yeah. What's really good, man? Welcome to Rieky's Rundown. You already know what time it is, man. March Madness. Looks like it's March Madness again. Sweet 16. It's only 16 left, man. And I'm here before y'all as one of the very, very few representatives of the Blue Bloods. Yeah, there's two of us left. Some didn't make it. But we are here. Yes, the Duke Blue Devils. We are still here. We are still fighting. Our first round game versus Siena was a tough one. I heard one of our players, Malik Brown, say that they kind of looked past them. I don't like hearing that from my Duke guys. I do not like hearing that. But luckily we got past that. Then we took on TCU. They gave us a pretty good fight in the first half, but then we ended up dominating the second half, looking like Duke. You know what I'm saying? As I already told y'all, and I told plenty of people, I'm not the biggest fan of this current Duke team, but I do believe this current Duke team can win the national title. It's a lot of parity. It's a whole lot of parity this season in college basketball, to where I believe it's about a good 5 or 6 teams that could win it all. It's one and done. And just whoever plays better that day out of them top 6 teams that I believe have a chance to win it, that's where it is. And Duke is right now made it to the final 16 as the #1 overall seed in the tournament. But yeah, speaking of Blue Bloods, man, real quick, Kentucky, Smoke Fest, goodbye, you gotta go. Kansas made that big comeback down, I think, like 14 points just to give up a layup at the buzzer. A layup? You go at least shoot a fadeaway or something. Glad they ain't them. Better them than us. You know what I'm talking about, Duke fans? You feel me? UNC. The other 2 teams I talked about, that's Blue Bloods, at least made it to the second round. Back-to-back upset first. Well, maybe last year it wasn't an upset, but you're still UNC. So what's an upset? I don't want to hear it. You're out of here. And you sold your coach. You know? Fired coaches. Where they do that at with Blue Bloods? But whatever. You know, I'm not here to, banter about these Blue Bloods that can't live up to their potential. I'm here to talk about my Duke Blue Devils. Gonzaga, I know we consider y'all Blue Bloods, but you gotta go too. Villanova, you gotta go. I guess UConn, shout out to y'all. Y'all made it. Y'all still here with us. We here. But it's about Duke, like I said. We're here to talk about my Duke Blue Devils versus the St. John's. The Red Storm. What we gonna do here? So if y'all didn't know, I seen something online, and I'm gonna make sure I pull it up and get the exact numbers. Hope I can find it still. I don't think I have it any longer, but whatever the case, maybe I can tell you what it is. Every year that Duke has played St. John's, we have beaten them and won the national championship. Whether that was in the regular season, whether that was in the tournament, if Duke plays St. John's, we beat them and we win the national championship. So that goes into my reason for doing this podcast, for letting you know, when we beat them this Friday, your national champions have been crowned, the Duke Blue Devils. If you didn't know, again, you can go look that up. I had it. I don't know what I did with it to show you the proof of that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm gonna be quick with this. If I can't find it fast, I'm gonna moving right past it. But yeah, man, that's a great stat. Basically, I don't know who found that stat. You know, they got these days you can find stats anytime. It's not hard to find a stat at this point. But yeah, man, if we play St. John's as a Blue Devils fan, that got to be amazing to know that we got the team that we're about to play. Every time we've played them in the history of Duke, we have beaten them. And when we beat them, every time we play them and beat them, we win the national championship. That has to be good to know that we're about to play them right now in the round of 16. So let's break down the numbers, because I can't find the video that I seen with that. But let's break down this footage of St. John's versus Duke. First of all, let's talk about St. John's. I looked at them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Kept up with them a little bit. We know what they do. They're very aggressive, very, very aggressive type team. They like to pick up and control the pace of the game. That's cool. One thing I will say about this Duke team, they're very versatile. They could play a slow-paced game, half court, or we could run it. We could run it. We could push where we got to push. Now, my slight concern with this game is my boy Foster playing? It's the chance that he plays if you didn't know that. I was telling my teammate, Maine, like before the tournament started, that Caleb Foster may come back if we advance in the tournament. And as you can see now, he's a game-time decision, I believe. He's still a game-time decision. One thing I'm worried about is ball handling. We don't have no backup point guard if he doesn't play. Foster and the Boozer, the smaller Boozer, are pretty much our primary ball handlers. Can others handle the ball? Yes. But against a team like St. John's that likes to pressure the ball full court a lot, you need that backup. What if Boozer gets in foul trouble? I'm talking about the guard Boozer. What if he gets in foul trouble? Now what are we going to do? Who's going to bring that ball up? Big Boozer could bring it up. He could get it up, but we need a guard to do it for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, with this type of team we're playing, we're going to have multiple people bringing the ball up, setting up the offense, just to keep the defense and everything honest, and keep the wear and tear for the game, so we can make it through the game if it's tight. But hence, I don't believe this game will be as tight as a lot of people think. I've seen a lot of people saying that St. John's will be a problem for us. I don't think so. I think that we have went through what we need to go through the first two games. First game, obviously, we had to come back and win. Second game, very tight game, even to a point that TCU took the lead in the beginning of the second half. I believe it was 40-38, and then we kicked their ass. Won by 28 points, I believe it was. Whatever, something of that nature. So I believe we kicked off all the rust. When I say rust, I just mean more so because we won the ACC championship, so we didn't have that much rust, actually. We kicked off the nerves, I would say, more so. The tournament nerves. And I think we're ready to just dominate. The spread right now is 6.5. They got us winning by 6.5. I think we will be winning by double digits against this team. I don't like what they have. I don't believe we've played a full, solid game defensively since before we played Virginia in the ACC championship. I don't feel like we've been locking down like that. And once we lock down, one thing I say about this Duke team is a very good defensive team. We haven't been that. And I believe that my guy, the big man, I forgot his name, our real starting center that was hurt for the whole ACC tournament, he played some spot minutes last game against TCU. Hopefully he's starting. I don't think Malik Brown's a starter. He's good defensively, but he's small, he's skinny, he's very slender. So we definitely need to get our big man back starting. And he's going to be playing for sure, though. And if we get Foster back, I feel great. I feel we're going to win this game by at least 10 points, easily. Let's just talk about them real quick, St. John's. St. John's leading scorer is a guy named, hope I don't pronounce your name incorrectly, but if I do, oh well, I don't care. I'm a Duke fan. Zuby Ejiofor. He averages 16 points on 54% shooting. He's the tallest man in their starting lineup. They run a 3-guard lineup. That's cool. That 3-guard lineup, it's small. They're small. Your starting guard is 6'1". It's a baby. Don't bring me no kids. Don't bring me no kids when you get on this floor. That's a kid. That's a baby. We go beat him up. Eat him up. He too little. They center. They don't have a center. They don't ever put center on. They got 3 guards and 2 forwards. And the top forward, the biggest one is 6'9". That's the leading scorer. The average is 16. The other forward is he's 6'8", 210 pounds. He light in the ass. 210, light in the ass. That's like it's like a small forward for us typically, somewhere in that range. So his name is Dylan Mitchell. They do have a guard/forward that is 6'7", 225. He averages a good 13 points. He seems pretty solid. Bryce Hopkins. So again, I don't fear them when we can try it out at center. Patrick Ngamba being 6'11", 250 pounds. Girth. Body. You bring that physicality if you want to. We got something for that. Then we got that possible player of the year, Cameron Boozer, 6'9", 250. They've got two people in our starting lineup that's 250 pounds. They too little for us. I'm going to keep it in buck with you. All this hype about them, they about to get smoked. And again, I said 10, but it might be 15 to 20 when it's all said and done. Our small forward/guard, 6'6", $180, Isaiah Evans. Our defensive stopper, Dame Sarr, 6'8". 6'8". That's like their power forward. This is our guard. It's our guard. Their power forward is 6'9", 210. Ours is small forward is 6'8", 190. All right, so that's basically what I'm saying is to keep it short and sweet. Duke, man. Again, I don't love this Duke team from the last few Duke teams that we have, but I do. I spoke to one of my teammate, man, in Nitty again, saying this team reminds me of the team that we had that beat Butler. I wasn't a fan of that team. When I say a fan of, I'm a fan of Duke no matter what, but I didn't believe this team was a great team. But that team was capable of winning the championship. Hence, they did win the championship. I believe the same thing will happen here. It's a couple teams that can get in our way. But again, listen, come see us. Everybody got to come see us for something. We ain't played our best basketball yet, and we still playing. Duke, blue blood. We are still in the tourney. We're marching in March with the madness. Rieky's rundown. You already know, man. It's your boy Rieky. Duke, Friday, we should be moving on to the Elite Eight, playing against either Michigan State or UConn. I prefer UConn. Let's knock a blue blood out of there. I think Michigan State poses a bigger threat to UConn. But first, let's just keep it in perspective. I'll do another show after we beat St. John's. Let's stay here with this game right here first. Let's not go too far into this and make sure we stay to where we're supposed to stay at. You already know, again, man, it's your boy Rieky. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all click that like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? This is March Madness. March Madness again. And you already know I love March Madness and me prepping for that NBA playoffs coming soon. Make sure y'all tune in, man. We got plenty more shows to come. Appreciate y'all. Click that subscribe, man.